Hey, how's it going? Today we're going to review this manga that I completed about 2 days ago. This is Street Fighter 2. This is the original manga, and this is number one by Masaomi Kanzaki. I really liked this. This is good. We're going to take a look at it. Street Fighter 2, the stage is set for the best fighters from around the world to face off in the Ultimate Martial Arts Tournament, but behind the scenes of this glorious contest, an evil crime boss has a hidden agenda to use the world's greatest warrior as his next living weapon. So you look down here, it says blah, 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 and then it says English reading fans can enjoy the classic Street Fighter 2 manga, faithfully adapted, uncut, and unedited for the first time. I was looking to see if there was a year on this. I don't know the exact year that this manga came out. This is a little write-up by Masaomi Kanzaki, I think, talking about him writing this manga. He wrote and drew it. It's great. So it starts out with these really cool color plates. You got color plates of the characters. This book is about Ryu. The main character is him. Chun-Li's in here too. Everybody that you see here. Ken, a little bit, he's in here. So this is these plates, these color plates showing the battles that are coming up in here. Chun-Li versus Blanca, Guile versus Zangief. So here's what's happening here. Oh, and then this is a great fight that happens in here. This is Ryu versus Dalsim. So here's where it starts. This is really good, man. So this is the story of Ryu and how he wants to win the Street Fighter Championship on this man-made island called Shadaloo. And it opens, I really like how this is. It has like the background on every fighter, like it has their origin story or their history or whatever. And then it's got their date of birth. This is what I was wondering about, what year this came out. Look, he's born in 1964. That's the same year that I was born. So maybe this came out in 1986 or 1985 or something like that. I'm thinking that's the truth. I think it came out in the mid 80s. I don't know though. So this is cool, right? It's got their heights and their weights. Tells all about their whole backstories. And their backstories are really cool in this manga. So here's Guile. See, here's everybody. So this story is about Ryu, and it's about how he comes to this place right here. Look, Shad, the man-made island, or Shad, however you want to pronounce it. Anyway, there's this organization on this island of Shad that's called Shadaloo, and they're the bad guys. Look, Shadaloo is like M. Bison and Balrog and Blanca and Zangief, all these guys. Anyway, what this is about, and it's really good. I mentioned that earlier already. The main character in here is Ryu, and he goes and he meets Chun-Li. He goes to this place. He makes friends. He saves this lady and her little brother that have a restaurant, and then he becomes employed at the restaurant, and he's paid in food because Ryu loves to eat. And then he starts fighting, and the girl and her little brother, here they are right here. I think that's the little brother, and yeah, that's the girl. They come to the matches and they root for Ryu. Here's the first fight that happens, right? Look, they're talking about how, my name is Ryu. I came to this island to enter the grand fight tournament. So he's got a bunch of money, and he's going to use this money to bet on himself. And then once he gets the money back, he'll have enough money to save her restaurant. It's like a classic kung fu movie story, isn't it? So it's got great fights in here. This is Balrog, the guy that you can clearly see. I think his design was based on Mike Tyson. Little Las Vegas. It's just good, man. It was really fun. The writing's great. The action is amazing. The art's great. It's fight after fight. And then there's a little bit of intrigue in here. There's a backstory with Chun-Li and Guile, where both Chun-Li and Guile are like Interpol officers that are undercover coming to infiltrate Shad, because I told you about how M. Bison and the bad guys are in charge of this island and this criminal organization on this island. Well, they're also in charge of this drug, and there's this new drug that they're making, and that turns everybody into zombies. What was the name of the drug? I think the name of the drug is Doll. Is that right? Was it Doll? There's Vega. He's cool. He's like this weird ninja. So it's really cool, man. And I don't want to give anything away, but it keeps going. And then at the end, this was a great fight right here, man. Oh boy, look at this. Ryu versus Dalsim. So when you get to the end here, there's more of that stuff that was in the beginning, and I really like it. I think it's cool. Remember how at the beginning we had, this is cool, see, bonus stage. At the beginning we had origins and backstories and height and weight and date of birth. So then on this graph right here, it shows how everybody is connected. I think it's really cool. See, look, this is Shadaloo. These are the bad guys over here. And then centrally you see you've got Ryu and Ken. Now Ryu and Ken they go way back. They both studied under the same master. See here it says best friends? They've been fighting each other for years in training, and they're good friends. See in the school? And then Chun-Li, look, she loves Ryu. And look what Ryu, a little shy around Chun-Li. So I like this stuff, man. So it reminds me of Shonen Jump, which my son used to have a subscription to. And this stuff takes me back, because this is kind of the stuff that my kids were reading about 15 or 20 years ago. It's kind of crazy. Look, this is Goken. So this is Ryu and Ken's master. This is a weird thing, design sketch over here. But Ryu's, he says Hadouken in here. I want to get this Streetfighter Alpha. It's also, I think this is about Ryu. This is a short story in the back with different art that was okay, and it's about Ken and Ryu when they're training before everything that happens. This is like a backstory from when they're young. And then it ends, and then look, whoops, this is the back of the book, if you're reading it the wrong way, I guess. So it ends, and then there's like all of these advertisements in the back, which you get when you get these mangas. But in the back of this one is this Dorothy of Oz. I really tried it, you guys. I really did. I tried it. I did like the first 3 or 4 or 5 pages. Somewhere around here, I just quit because it just didn't do it for me. So I quit. Didn't read the rest of this little sample. It's like a sample of an upcoming thing. See, look, Dorothy of Oz. They're trying to, it's a cross sell. Anyway, over here, there's the Streetfighter Alphas. There's the book that we're looking at right now. Here's the other ones. This looks interesting. The Sakura Ganbaru. It's also Street Fighter. Yeah. So I recommend this book, man. I enjoyed it. I got into this. Well, I know about Street Fighter. I had these kids and we played these video games and everything. But recently, Jada Toys has put out these figures. So I started buying these figures, and then I wanted to read the original manga. So that's where we're at right now. And I think eventually maybe we'll do a review real soon of this really great Ryu figure, man. And look, he looks just like him, doesn't he? He's in the same pose even. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the video. I'll talk to you next time.